with another valiant effort. Suraj Reddy is someone I am really appreciating this game. He was DC'd for about 5 to 6 rounds, but still manages to come in, get 20 kills. Hi guys, we are at day 3 of AMD Valorant Cup. This is Obi, and I'm joined here with Apollonia. And welcome back for the nth number of time to the League of Haven. Apple, are you getting tired of this map?
Oh my goodness, it's going to be a haven again. We can understand why players love picking this map. 3 sites, it's easier to defend, and there's also more options when it comes to attacking. Sorry, not easy to defend, but more options. And we see here, we're going to kick things off with Vanquished Paradox versus First Class Elites. Let's have a look at their champs, but there's just so much action going on right now. Revolution with the shock dart. This might be a rush for B side, and we can see that First Class Elites are hell bent on this B side as of now. Their Cypher might be rotating, but the spike is so close. So close to being planted. If only they could take over that side now. Vanquished Paradox. They hear something happening. Oh, and they rotated back out, but Easy will pick up double kills on that Frenzy, and Aceror tries to get something back, but Suraj kills left, right, and center. Only one defender left. Sage, Aceror. He did pick up 1 kill, but he will be against 3 from First Class Elites, and Revolution will lead the pack and take that last kill. Attackers will win this one, and that's 1 point for the First Class Elites. Tell us more about this team though, Obi.
They are both Bangladeshi teams. There's no love lost between both of these teams. And Vanquished Paradox, I know these guys for quite some time. This is one of those teams which comes out of League of Legends, believe it or not. Completely different genres, but they share the love for Riot games. And on the other side, First Class Elites are a little bit experienced when it comes towards this the side of FPS. So yeah, let's look at the team comps in general. We have Sage, Phoenix, Breach, Brimstone, and Cypher. And on the other side, we have Revolution Pops on Sova, Sage, Raze, and Cypher, and Reina. And yeah, Apple, like looking at the team comps, what do you feel?
All right, the attackers chose not to have a more defensive like they don't have many controllers. I would say usually we have a Brimstone. We can see the defenders have got this, but Weed Power will pick up that first kill on Aceror. Love to connect to the wall there with the Spectre. And right now, what's next is they will take over the mid B side. 3 players go down easy, Sleeper, with that brilliant sniper shot there. And we see the attackers here, First Class Elites. They will protect their planted spike. Now, will they be successful? Will Phoenix and Cypher be able to clutch this one out? Cypher very low health and will get killed by Suraj. Revolution with the last kill, but Megatron, before he goes down, will take out Easy with that Molotov. And second point goes to First Class Elites. Let's have a look at the replay. So many skills thrown out here. B-side might be, a favorite, a popular one here. They just go straight into the middle of all the action. Rotations coming out from Vanquished Paradox was fast, but First Class Elites just too strong. Their firepower just took all of them out one by one. Now, we are aware, there might be some connection issues here, but we will still continue with this game. We see the trap wires from the Cyphers being laid out. It is going to be a full buy for both teams.
Yeah, unfortunately, one of the players is getting high packet loss, but sadly, there's no pause in Valorant, so we'll continue with the game. And now, Suraj picks up an early kill on 3D Beam. They will make a B push yet again. And healing being thrown off to Suraj. They haven't committed 100%. They're playing it slow. Sage decides to cordon off wind the garage so that there's no push coming in. Suraj still looking at it, still watching it, and they are trying to siege B. It's like a rush B every round kind of a plan going in for the side of First Class Elite. And they did manage to pick up an early kill on Breach. They're playing quite smartly. They aren't committing 100%. They're giving audio, waiting for rotations to come in, and then sort of rotating. And now we see Sova go in, but Ace Ron will pick up that quick kill on Sova. Megatron will also pick up a kill on IFAQ. It's a 4v2 in favor of Vanquished Paradox. Fear the Shadow picks a kill of his own, and now Vanquished Paradox has finally secured a long round. Looks like Fear's packet loss has reduced, and now we are in for a close game.
All right, let's take a quick look at the replay there. Now, both teams are from Bangladesh, and this makes it all the more exciting. You did mention they come from League of Legends, but that double kill pick up from that Sage from Vanquished Paradox was absolutely beautiful. And picking up that win, you know, it's all about momentum. 1-2, it could be any size game. I can't tell who is the stronger team. So we'll continue and watch, see what they have in store for us. Now, Megatron leading at the top for Vanquished Paradox and First Class Elites. It will be Suraj. He does get most of the first kills in the last 3 rounds that we saw, and that proves to be really good for his team. Now, it might be a C-long push. The Cypher Trap and Spy Cam is deployed. Now, C relatively safe, but Suraj, he is determined to get into C side. And Sage might do a quick push into a backstab. A side seems to be pretty clear, and not much happening. It might be a little bit of a waiting game now. A bit of a push here. Weak power might lead the cavalry here. Spy cam thrown out, taken back, drone, and the wire will be taken out. Now it looks like it might be a seaside takeover, and the fault line gets oh, that fault line from the breach. We rarely see breach, and that was just so good. He defended, pushed First Class Elites completely out of C-Long. What a great use of that fault line, and the smoke was dropped. Now, it looks like there has to be a little bit of a game plan change here. 1 kill picked up by First Class Elites on that Reyna. Absolutely brilliant. Now, Sage is carrying that spike. Suraj puts out that boom bot, and they want to take over against the Raj. The spray is coming out and picks up that kill onto Megatron. 1 kill for Suraj there. 4v4. There's still a chance. 14 seconds left on the clock. Will Vanquished Paradox able to defend? Will First Class Elites get kills? Yes, they will. Left, right, and center. Only 2 defenders left. 3v2. Beautiful showstopper from Suraj there. B-side takeover, and defenders are going to what? They ran out of time. They simply ran out of time. Fear the Shadows just chilling. That's okay. They didn't manage to plant the spike, but that is what will happen if we wait out too long. Here we can see on the replay, 35 seconds left on the clock. 5 defenders still alive, only 4 attackers. That's why they took so long. They just had that disadvantage so early in the game, and they didn't manage to plant their spike at all. Great defense coming out by Vanquished Paradox. They will tie the rounds now 2-2. 5th round, we're coming in.
I love that play from Suraj in Garage, and like sort of, you know, pushing with that blast pack and going in, getting in that kill and sort of messing up the aim of Megatron right there. And now again, attacker shut down. Suraj, the MVP on the attack side, gets taken down pretty early, so that will dampen up the force coming in from the side of attack, and they need to make sure they don't play it as slow as they played it last time. Sage sort of spamming it through the smoke will get some damage done. Easy sleeper gets a pickup on Aceron. Now it's 4 for 4. And they know it's A. They know a lot of good people are pushing A. Breach, and it's basically they're collapsing on A. Megatron picks up a quick kill. Breach behind gets picked off by Easy Sleeper. IFAQ picks up a kill, but Sky will reply with a kill of his own. It's 2v2 going in. Fear the Shadow rotating from behind. Meanwhile, Easy Sleeper will... Fear the Shadow will pick up a kill on Weed Power, and he knows that he's just... he just got sandwiched by 2 sides, and beautifully played there by the side of Vanquished Paradox. That rotation with Fear the Shadow kind of pinched them in a very awkward spot where they couldn't do much. The defenders, even though they lost a man pretty early, they sort of came, they sort of took over A, but unfortunately could never get that plant in. So don't receive that plant goal. That you see, but they sort of like full ecoed last round for some people, and you see an operator being picked up by Weed Power. So let's see how it goes.
All right, Wheat Power with that up on the side of First Class Elites. Now 3-2 Vanquished Paradox coming on top, even though the first two rounds were won by First Class. But let's see how this one will pan out. It is going to be the 6th round. And a C-Long push might come. Wheat Power with that up. Absolutely beautiful shot right there. Seaside Phoenix comes just to defend, but I think First Class Elite is going to take this one over. Easy Sleeper with a kill. And oh, left, right, and center. Only 2 defenders left. First Class Elites are in a great spot right now. I'm Big Two looking for a pickoff. Empress was trying to... He tried to start the Empress, but immediately got shut off by Aceron right there.
You will not
Unlucky.
kill my
Easy
ally.
Sleeper here on site. He knows where the enemies are. It's a 3v2 situation. Easy might want to push out. Is it going to be a hold? But there goes the breach out the Rolling Thunder. 2 kills for the defenders. First Class Elite only with the Cypher left. Tries to get the snipe, but the Sage Wall comes out, and they might actually pull off this defuse. 3D Beam on that breach, just throwing everything out, and Wheat Power is just gonna back out of there. We've lost this one. We didn't manage to defend our spike, and it's gonna be another point for Vanquished Paradox. Now let's take a quick look at the replay. A lot happened. Now, First Class Elites managed to take over, but Breach with the Rolling Thunder just distracted all of them, came in. Brimstone and Sage both pick up a kill, and Wheat Power blocked off by that barrier op and slow op. I think it was a good choice. He did have an operator, and going for that save was definitely the best move for his team. Now, will First Class Elites be able to take this one back in their hands? We'll see now as the barrier phase is lifted up, and we are going into the 7th round.
Yeah, and see a slow A push coming in. Wheat Power does spot out the Sage. Will miss the shot, however, and Sage sort of messes up the wall a bit, and Wheat Power with that beautiful flick realized what was happening, stopped the Sage from pushing in, and now it's a 4v5 in favor of attack, but Sky answers with a quick kill on Suraj Reddy. Will pick up another kill on I Fake You. Revolution pops. I think he's DC'd, but it's unfortunate. Sky wasn't able to pop that smoke in. 3D Bean will pick up a kill of his own, and Cypher is unfortunately the only guy alive. No, Sova is moving right now. He doesn't have a gun, but he is moving. Wheat Power right there. I think he should. He will decide to save it, or they might decide to push at this point. But yeah, a short 3v2 situation, they can definitely attempt. If he gets a snipe here, it will be a good for the team, and he does manage to get a snipe on Megatron. It's a 2v2 situation. 3D Bean will pick up Revolution Pop, and it's a 2v1. Cypher gets blinded out, was able to run away. 20 seconds on the clock, still trying to go in. He's still trying to get the round on himself. Does he have enough econ to survive next round? I think so. Enemy team playing really safe. Nobody's trying to take a peek. He does connect a leg shot on Cypher. Cypher is low. I don't think he'll try to peek again. And defenders have won this round. 3D Bean catches Wheat Power running away. Will pick up that operator for him. And it's 5-2 in favor of Vanquished Paradox Gaming.
Alright, Vanquished Paradox definitely have a great momentum going for themselves. Sky is leading at the top as the first frag for his team, and Suraj will be at the top for First Class Elites. Now, Vanquished Paradox, they're in a great spot right now. And it's amazing to watch. You know, we usually so used to seeing them play a different game, and now in Valorant, they're just popping off the way that they do now. I really like this reach pickup, but 3D Bean with a beautiful snipe. Megatron picks up another kill as well, and it's going to be 2 down for the side of First Class Elites. 3 left. Sova is carrying the spike. Will he be able to do anything? This breach is extremely strong. You know, a lot of his fault lines were definitely very impactful for his team. Vanquished Paradox. Now he's going to watch windows here. Spots an enemy. The flick does not connect, but he will take his time as the attackers are looking to come through garage and possibly mid. Or Raze is looking for a snipe herself, and I Fake You very close to mid. Does Molotov is going to be thrown out. She's not going to go there. Is she going to spray this? Yes, she is, onto the Phoenix, but Megatron will take him out instead. And Revolution looking for a peek here. 2v5, this is tough. They might opt for a save considering that they do have an op. and a rifle. And I don't think it will be smart to push for this one. And the defenders, you can see a lot of discipline coming out here from Vanquished Paradox. They know it's 5-2, but they're not going to push out for this one. They are going to stay and wait for the timer to just go lower. All
Raze
right.
is DC.
Oh, Raze with their DC. Now let's have a look at the aerial view. Now, no one is pushing. We can see Sova with the spike just chilling in his base, hoping that no one comes around. That op is very expensive. Econ is most definitely a struggle for first class elites right now. But Megatron with the triple kill onto Suraj. It's time for the push. So little time left. And will Phoenix see this? No, he might get. Oh, the snipe misses, and that is going to be a gorgeous kill for Megatron. Oh, that's so sad for Revolution right there. The snipe actually does miss, and that's going to be another point for Vanquished Paradox.
Man, that 180-degree headshot pop from Megatron was insane. I'm not gonna lie, he missed that snipe, and that very moment you saw Megatron just taking a 180 real quick and popping him in his head. He just saw he missed the shot and he just turned around and boom. So 6-2 in favor of Vanquished Paradox. Raze has still not connected back. Very unfortunate. Ooh, there's a judge push coming in, and Easy Sleeper will get a very cheeky kill, but 3D Bean will reply with a kill on IPQ. They are pushing through Garage. Sky picks up one kill. Revolution answers with a kill of his own. And now it's a 3v3 situation. But since Raze is not connected, it's a 3v2 situation. Cypher and Sova kind of pushing in. They are. I like how Vanquish Paradox even are respecting their opponents, even though they know it's a 4v5 situation. There is no love lost between those two teams. Revolution Pop goes in, picks up Astron while he was trying to deploy a slow op, which means this is now a 2v2 effectively, and they should be able to get a clean bomb plant, giving them some goal to work with next round, even if they lose. So it's a win-win situation for the side of first-class elites, and then the push coming in. Sweet Power will pick off Fear the Shadow, and this looks like Attack will finally win a round. Breach, I think he's gonna save at this point. Yeah, it's pretty much he's gonna save at this point. Suraj Reddy is also reconnected. So even though it was a 4v5, First Class Elite managed to pick up a round, and that is pretty much insane. With that save coming in, let's look at the eco right now. Pretty much at this point, both teams have decent economy.
No more charges.
So I think this was a thrifty round, if I'm not wrong. I think it's this Attackers one, but yeah, I mean, it was big. 4v5, taking that round out, now having enough econ to push in, is just everything First Class Elite wanted.
All right. Yeah, 4v5, it's unfortunate with the disconnects. There is no pause feature as of now on Valorant. So this is, a little bit tough, but the players are going to play on 6-3, and first class elites are not ready to back down. Vanquished Paradox, however, still has the lead. Now let's see what the game plan is going to be. Sova with the spike, and 3D Beat really proves to be a great player on that off. Does not manage to get a kill on that first shot, but slowly, we see the smoke is dropped, and there might be some plays coming in the mid side of the map. Cypher.
DC'd again.
Oh dear, Suraj. And this is just unfortunate, but let's continue with this. And Cypher will be the only one watching Seaside, has his traps and cam ready, but the attackers instead are gonna go for Garage or mid. Now 3DB waiting for that snipe and gets a kill onto Revolution. Brilliant shot. And now he lets the fault line out with a flash, comes for another peek. See, shots are fired. There are just so many enemies around the corner, tries for the flick, and now he goes with the abilities. The defenders, they are quaking, but kills left, right, and center. Megatron, Fear the Shadow both pick up kills. 2v3 situation does not look very bright for the attackers, as Raze is the last one alive, but he is unfortunately disconnected. That was brilliant defense by Vanquished Paradox. They knew where First Class was trying to go, collapsed on them, and took them out one by one.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. We see one more DC coming in from the side of Easy Sleeper, but they should be able to hold it at this point. And Vanquish Paradox are 6-3 up right now on the side of defense. Uh, this would have been a really close game, but it's unfortunate we have to deal with DCs. And yeah, that pretty much sums up this round. 2 seconds into it, and defenders have won it 7-3. Not the ideal situation, not where even winning brings you happiness, knowing the other team has massive deficits, and two people sort of DC'd is not kind of ideal. So let's hope they get back. Otherwise, a 3v5 game is no fun for anyone.
All right, and Suraj. Okay, so there is a disconnect, or is there two disconnects this time for first class elites? Unfortunate, but let's see how they will kick off this 11th round. One more till the side swap. And here it is. Everybody running through. Might go for this A side instead. Cypher is going to block off C, and I think they kind of have an idea of what is going on. Now, first class elite, even though they are 2 men down, they are determined. And we see a whole lot of smokes being dropped. I fake you. Gonna reposition and watch the backstab in case this Cypher might come right round the corner. I think we can look for a kill here. I fake you. Watching all corners, might come into contact with the Cypher very soon. And not much is happening at the defenders. Brimstone dropping the smoke, just defending that A side so well. And the breach still on B side. That is his domain. Now, fear the shadow. He is not gonna peek. He's gonna hold his ground. That is the patience and the consistency we see from Vanquished Paradox. 3D Bean knows somebody is there, and he's gonna take his time. And that is Sova carrying the spike. No, it's gonna be a very slow round. 35 seconds left on the clock. ED Bean does have his skills up, and I fake you location going to be revealed. He can't see anything. Slowly but surely, they know it is a 3v5 situation. The spike is moving back to the base, and I think first class elites, they're not going to push. I think they might wait this one out, hold on to their guns, because it was a full buy here with an operator on easy, but Weed Power will get that kill onto Fear the Shadow. Now, that was a great pickup for them. A little bit of ching, but defenders will win this one. Very unfortunate this disconnect on first class elites. I feel for them, but Vanquished Paradox 8-3. We can see here on the replay, not much is happening here. Fear the Shadow. A lot of discipline, I would say, Vanquished Paradox has. I think they kind of have an idea that maybe there is a DC on the side of first class elites, but they will still, yeah, they aren't disrespecting. They're still holding their ground. They're not taking first class elites for granted here. Now, both these teams are from Bangladesh. It's very very exciting to see these teams come head to head. And due to the problems that first class elites are facing, it will not let them down, because I fake you picks up that kill onto Megatron. They are still determined to win. Race is the only one DC. It's a 4v4 situation. Even that out for themselves. The drone will be dropped in C. Weed Power. He is holding an operator, but he will be the entry regular. Location is revealed, and he has helped F2 activate. And the first to run in will be Revolution Ops. Picks up that kill to Fear the Shadow, and the side will be taken over. Spike initiating, but Hellfire will raid. Revolution comes up with bad HP. Kills across the map. Easy Sleeper picks up one, so the sky. The defenders are on C side. 2v2.
Nowhere to run!
As base is still disconnected. Sorry, 3v1 now. As IFAQ takes out Sky. Now, Weed Power watching, but IFAQ with the triple kill will take out Aceron instead. And that is amazing. The attackers managed to win this one short-handed. What is this? That was a really good round from first class elites, I must say. Let's have a look at their replay there. The defenders rotated, but they were taken out one by one by the attackers. Weed Power with that op is just really strong, and that was absolutely insane. Great teamwork, even though they're short-handed, they had a plan, and this is actually a real joy to watch. 8-4, but first class elites, they are doing the best. Now the side swap has happened, and it will be the pistol round.
Yes, this should do.
Pistol round. 4v5. Suraj is also reconnected. I just saw him buy a ghost, so we are back to a 5v5, boys. Let's go. And now it's VP on the push. I am curious to see, can first class elite hold it up? and just reverse sweep the whole game. So Suraj rotating towards C. I think Sova was able to scout out his arrow, caught a few people on C long, and they are expecting them. Fear the Shadow coming in, a nice raise nade thrown in. Fear the Shadow will pick up one kill, but Suraj with that beautiful chokehold nade will pick up 2 kills of his own. Breach bind comes to Suraj, one taps his way. 4 kills for Suraj. Can he do an ace? Megatron, last guy alive. Oh, this is looking like a comeback is brewing, and I am pretty excited. Ace Ron now has disconnected. The tables have turned, and let's see what Megatron is able to do. He's pushing in from the B side. It's slow. It's meticulous, but at this point, I just think he would want to secure his gun and maybe. I mean, there's nothing to secure, but he didn't want to give the ace, and Suraj picks up the second ace for the day, guys. 8-5, and I think a comeback is a brewing.
Oh my goodness. First class elites. They are determined to win. A little bit of a setback, not gonna stop them at all. But beautiful coming out of Suraj with that ace. Now he's the top fragger. Absolutely happy with the money that he's got and bought a Spectre right there. It is going to be a full equal for Vanquished Paradox, which is a good choice, I would say. If you do not win the pistol round whenever it starts. Now here we see Suraj ready for action, and now Vanquished Paradox will have a taste of what they are like when they are attacking. And first class elites, now they defend. Now we remember Valorant is, it's a lot of the maps are more defense favored, and this will be an easier time for first class elites, most definitely. They are reconnected, and there's just skirmishes all around. 1-for-1. IFAQ and Megatron both pick up a kill. Seems like a revenge from Megatron. B side will be taken over by Vanquished Paradox, and the spike is planted. Now, how is first class elites going to answer to this? Revolution pops with the kill onto Acer Ron, and now Vanquished Paradox, a little bit of a hiccup for them. Only one, no, 2, 3. How many? All of them go down to first class elites with 4 men standing strong. They defuse the spike, and that is going to be another point for first class elites. 8-6, and the comeback is real. The comeback is most definitely real. Now let's take a quick look at the replay here. Vanquished Paradox tried to attack with all their might. They did get the spike planted, but the answer from first class elites was just too great. They were fast, and they got all the pickoffs so quick. They ambushed them at the same time, and it was just kill after kill after kill, or maybe at the same time. Brilliant gameplay coming out from first class elites, and now 8-6. It's getting close. Most definitely getting close.
Now we have a final 5v5 situation coming in. Megatron with that early pickup. They have a full buy. He is going to place their wall. They are trying to go rush it. Beautiful blind, but Easy Sleeper still managing to get that kill, even though the blind sort of came in. But it's beautiful 4v4 situation going in. Oh my god, Easy! You can't stay in a breach C. You will get one-shotted, and that's what happened. They have now sieged in, and looks like attack might be taken on. Suraj with a beautiful ulti picks up 2 kills. Oh my god, he's jumping. IFAQ comes in from behind, picks up a kill of his own, and they have taken down the entire attack. And what looked like attackers are going to win, but defenders take another round, and 8-7. First class elite is fighting back. And now, if we look at the economy, I think there is some struggling coming on the side of Vanquished Paradox Gaming.
All right, looking from the replay here, that showstopper, Suraj indeed is a showstopper with that raise ulti. And someone did mention in the chat, yes, he was DC for most of the time, but does come back and is the top fragger. Do let us know who you are supporting in the comment section. All right, guys. And we can see the momentum coming from first class elites. They have that momentum. It's just absolutely great. They are coming back very slowly from what was 4 points. Now they are 7. 8-7. Vanquished Paradox have to get their mojo back. Now the spike will be carried by Brimstone from Vanquished Paradox. It looks like it might be a C push. The smoke is dropped, and Revolution pops with this operator. He is very much ready. Easy watching the link between Garage and Seaside, drops the barrier and delays the push. Now the op was not taken, and it seems like Vanquished Paradox have a different strategy in
Out
mind.
of
They will
charges.
go for the rotate, it seems. Just looking for opportunity. 1 minute left on the clock. I think, playing a little bit on mind games here coming out for Vanquished Paradox. But first class elites, they are holding the
Joke's
area.
over. You're
And
dead.
it seems like it is time for Megatron to pop that ulti. He's not going to run it back. Gets that first kill onto Easy Sleeper and runs in, but will get taken out. But not to worry, run that back. Everybody is still healthy on the side of Vanquished Paradox. Suraj is ready with that rotate from A side on to C side. Any more kills here? It's still 5v4. Megatron takes out that boombot. Suraj tries to look for an opening, but Weed Power and Revolution both get a kill. Revolution with the double kill. Megatron, before he goes down, takes out Suraj, and Sky and Weed both 1-for-1. Only Cypher is left against the two defenders. Here the Shadow picks up that kill, but Weed Power with that triple kill. First class elites will have this round in the bag as they will successfully defuse that spike. Wow, the energy is surging through first class elites. They are determined to win this one. 8-8.
I mean, we are now finally in a very, very close game. Like I expected this to be since round one, and both teams aren't just giving any leeway. They both want to win this really badly, and you can see from how hard they are trying. Suraj, even though he was DC'd most of the game, comes back and is now the top fragger and probably the match MVP at this given point. So kudos to him. Absolutely beautiful play. Suraj spots them. Sova Arrow will sort of give that information. Suraj with that beautiful nade picks up one. Will get another pill on 3D Bean, which means his nade is back up against the other Shadow with one pick on Weed Power. And yeah, it's a 4v2 and it's an eco. So it is definitely a struggle. Reina picks in, but Fear the Shadow will pick her up. And Fear
I
with the
know
3K
exactly
picks up
where
Suraj
you
ready. Oh my god, it's a 2v2 situation. Enough information has been given out. They know one is at A and one is at B. Might rotate. There might just be an operator. They know, they are respecting that, and they don't want to take a free pick. Oh, Revolution missing the shot. Fear the Shadow with the 4K. Can we see a second ace this game? They haven't bought the bomb. Nobody has got the spike. Oh my god, what a mistake from the side of VP. Easy Sleeper will finish it off. And oh, Easy Sleeper clutches that, but that is such an amateur mistake by the side of VP Gaming. Nobody got that spike in.
All right, let's just take a quick look at the replay. We can see that the spike has been left very close to the attacker spawn, but all these kills and fights are happening, and I think the last two kills were actually picked up because the members from Vanquished Paradox were a little bit dazed, like, hey, where's the spike? And in comes just Easy Sleeper with that double kill clutch. Now 9-8. First class elites has managed to make what seems like a losing game into a winning one. This is one of the best comebacks that I've seen casting for all these days. Remember, we are now on to day 3, but 3D Bean will kick off this round with a brilliant snipe onto that raise. Fear the Shadow. 3D Bean looking for an opportunity to push into A side. They will take over A long and A short. There are trap wires set up by the Cypher of first class elite, so Vanquished Paradox has to be very careful. Aceron looking for that kill onto Heaven. Slow and steady both sides. 5-4. First class elites short-handed most definitely, but they will take this one slowly as Weed Power and Easy Sleeper take out Fear the Shadow and Megatron. Only 3 left on the side of Vanquished Paradox. First class elites has turned it into a situation to their favor. Again with another kill onto Aceron. I pick you with another. 3D Bean snipes Weed Power, and only 1 left on the side of Vanquished Paradox. Will he be able to clutch this one out? That breach on the operator. He does have his ultimate up. Rolling Thunder is ready, fault line as well, and as well as that flashpoint. Slowly but surely checks all his corners, does not have any idea that the Sage is on the other side. Very slowly but surely picks up that kill. Triple on IFAQ, but Easy Sleeper will be like, nah, sleep. Who's the... that Easy Sleeper name? brilliant round, and that's another point for first class in leads.
Can I get a drop?
10 is to 8 for them. Now, Vanquished Paradox, I think a little bit of the momentum has been lost,
Thanks.
but they can take this one for themselves and try to, pick it up. It will be a full buy still for Vanquished Paradox here. And what did you think about that round?
I mean, it is a dream comeback from the side of first class elites. They looked so down. They had problems to the point two players DC'd at one given point, and now they are fighting back. But Megatron, he picks up an early kill.
Off your feet!
Will make the defense 4v5. And Suraj Reddy always finds people with his nade. I mean, I don't think they've played enough against Rails, so it kind of is hurting them a bit. 3D Bean picks up a kill. I fake you. Will pick up a kill on Sky, and 3D Bean with a quick 3k coming in. Oh my god, can 3D Bean carry them this round? Aceron heals in. 3D Bean planting it right now. It's a 2v1 situation, but there's an operator on Sova. Nobody would want to peek. And on all honesty, they don't even have to peek. Nowhere to run being popped off. Revolution gets a kill on Aceron. And it's a 1v1 situation. Finally, Revolution coming in from behind. 3D Bean is not checking behind. He finally checks behind, sees Revolution. One tap headshot. Picks up 4Ks, and it's 9 versus 10. 9 on the side of Vanquished Paradox Gaming and 10 on the side of First Class Elite. Let's take a look at the replay real quick. A really nice arrow recon bolt by Sova, and he picks up a kill with his ulti. Sort of made it 1v1. Was a nice attempt to rotate from behind, not jumping down Haven, but he unfortunately didn't come in with a scope on. Wasn't expecting Breach to stand there. Breach just turns around and picks up a kill on him.
Alright, Vanquished Paradox. Now we see 3D Bean here looking for a pick-off onto a long-ish, short-ish, but they're going to play this slow and steady. Now the score is very tight, 9 is to 10, and it could be anyone's game at this point. Now these teams have to be very calculated and go for the right plays, because one mistake, it could be over for you. And we see a little bit of slow camping. I think they're going to wait for a pick-off before they start. Let's see which team is the first to be impatient. But Megatron will get that pick-off onto Easy Sleeper along C-Long into Seaside. He's going to go for that push. Run it back was active, and he has a second chance for this push. He knows where the Cypher is. Instead, he is going to rotate with his team. Now, we can see First Class Elite scrambling around. They're not sure where is Vanquished Paradox going to go. And it might be the A side this time. Brimstone with the spike. The smoke is thrown onto Heaven. And they take over this A side. Location is revealed, but not to worry. Spike will be initiated by the Brimstone. I fake you with the backstab, and he has no clue. Right round the corner, just has a Phoenix, which Megatron will pick up that kill. And so does 3D Bin on that operator. And all attackers are still alive. Only 2 defenders left. Now, will Sova and Raze be able to clutch this one out? We will see. Slowly but surely, Aceron with the beautiful barrier just blocking them off. And Suraj looking for that kill there. YOLO jump in by Sova. Fear the Shadow will pick him up. Suraj takes revenge, but Sky will tell you, nah, this is over. I want to make this even. 10 is to 10. And Vanquished Paradox will pick up a win for themselves. Wow, this is so close.
This by far has been the most entertaining match for me in the tournament thus far. And there is not an ounce of breathing space between both teams. It looked like at one point First Class Elite has made the comeback, got the momentum in their favor, and might just end up winning this. But Vanquished Paradox Gaming said, we don't believe that much in momentum. We are good friends. Our team morale hasn't gone down, and we will fight back. And they did pick up 2 back-to-back rounds, and with that, VP Gaming and First Class Elite both look at 10-10. And it'll be really interesting to see how this game pans out to be. If I have to specifically talk about 2 people which has impressed me this game. Ooh, 3D Bean missing that shot. It will come to haunt him. That wasn't a difficult shot, but that could have been a very big deciding factor in this round. Sova is someone who's pretty annoying with the information he gathers around. Rolling Thunder is still up on 3D Beam. And like I was saying, two people I would really like to talk about this round, this game are Suraj Reddy and 3D Beam. They both have been performing extremely well. I think the side of Vanquished Paradox doesn't know that first class elite are on. I mean, they are on
Going up.
eco round because they did have enough gold to maybe buy specters, but so they are respecting their opponent, which is something I really appreciate. I hate when people just rush in, don't respect their opponents, and something more annoying is when they get away with it. So there is Breach popping his ultimate. Here the Shadow will pick up 1 kill on Weed Power. Will pop his ulti as well. Suraj Reddy gets spotted in heaven. He is trying to get some information, maybe get a kill. Easy Sleeper comes in. He is trying to destroy that wall with an SMG. Rushes in. Beautiful pickup on Ace Ron. 3D Bean reply back with a kill of his own. And then 4 people just fall in quick succession. Megatron picking up 2 important kills for himself.
Alright, Vanquished Paradox with a successful attack round onto First Class Elites. Now, First Class Elites, yes, you mentioned they did equal. Let's take a quick look at the replay. Not having any armor, First Class Elites. It's an okay round to forego, and I think at this point, you know, the competition is so tight, and going eco to make sure that you have the right guns and win every single round to get to the next tier of the tournament was a good choice. They did manage to pick up 1 kill. That's okay, but this right now, this round from now onwards, it's going to get intense. This is by far the closest game that we have had in this tournament. It is the closest. All right, it beat the Butter Chicken versus Team OP game, 100%. But 3D Beam will pick up that kill onto Suraj right there. And now, First Class Elites, they are at a slight disadvantage here. But Acerron will be trying to look out for pick off. But IFAQ gets a revenge kill onto Fear the Shadow YT 4v4. Acerron with the barrier and resurrects Fear the Shadow. Brilliant strategy right there. Takes a quick peek, but will get shot at, and he heals himself. Not a problem for a Sage player, but he will not have any armor left. Now, it might be a push for A side since, 1-for-1 kill coming out. It will be a push onto A side. Only 3 defenders left, 4v3. And will Vanquished Paradox be able to take this one? Or will First Class Elites get there? But Acerron with a brilliant kill onto IFAQ. Unsuspecting slow orb is thrown. Megatron with a double kill. And that will be another round for the attackers. Vanquished Paradox is popping off. We gave you too many chances for First Class Elites. That's what they were saying. And now they want to win this. First Class Elites can't afford to make another mistake, or it's just going to be game over, and Vanquished Paradox will have this one in the bag.
This game is too close for my liking. When a game is this close, it kind of gives me anxiety, and this is what's happening here. The loser of this game has nothing to be ashamed about. They have given their best. Both sides are giving their best. It's a really entertaining game. Definitely no skill disparity between both sides. It is just one side was better today than the other, and 12-10, 0 mistakes can be afforded by First Class Elite, and Vanquish Paradox can still afford 2 mistakes. So but they're still trying to play it slow. They don't want to push. They don't want to do anything stupid, anything fast. And I really like this strategy. Phoenix shouts, "Jokes over, you're dead." Will go in, doesn't manage to pick up a kill. Will come back. Slow up being thrown by Sage. They all know where Phoenix is. 3 people are at C. They are kind of cordoning off Phoenix from running away, which means nobody's at A. He plants. He sends in the drone. Phoenix's location is revealed with the recon bolt. He runs away. And Suraj Reddy, he knows something is up. He sees people. He hears people coming to him. Here is with a 1 quick pickup on Weed Power. Suraj Reddy drops HP below, but Sky with an aggressive push picks 1 more person up. Easy Sleeper with that crucial ulti. You will not kill my allies. Megatron picks off Easy Sleeper. 4v2. Things are not looking well for First Class Elites. They can't afford to make any other mistakes. Sage Cypher is at Haven. His bomb gets spotted out. 3D Beans picks up a kill on and it's a 3v1, and Aceron will pick up the final kill. GG, well played. Vanquished Paradox move over to the next round. GG, well played, first class elite. You have nothing to be ashamed about. You fought, you gave it your best, even though you had players DC'd for a long time in the game. You still fought back, and Megatron, one of those key figures who sort of brought this match back for Vanquish Paradox. There's a time when it looked that the match is slipping away, but Megatron with his ulti got in a lot of momentum, got in that early pickoffs, made it 4v5, and